Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my corner of the internet once again. My name is Jason, and today we're back with some more Space Quest 4. Last time we kind of just sort of made burgers and then checked out a bit of the Radio Shack. This time here, hopefully we make a little bit more progress. I really wanted to... I didn't like, say, how much progress was made last time, so this time here, let's try to cover a little bit more ground. So let's go ahead and continue heading on down. We will check out the other sections within the Radio Shack later. For now, like I said, I at least want to be able to see the rest of the mall. I feel like, what are we on? The third episode now since we've made it to the mall? And I feel like we haven't really seen a whole lot. One of the episodes obviously was taken up by, a little bit of this slug, but, the last episode, it was the entire episode. But anyways, what have we got here?
It's the Software Access Store. If it's soft, we're aware. For some reason, there is a gathering here. Probably some kind of customer detection system. It's the Software.
Alright, so, what have we got? Oh, actually, what have we got over here?
Wow, an Autobucks teller machine.
Wait a minute, an Autobucks teller machine. If we look back in our inventory, we can remember that we've got this.
An Autobucks teller machine card.
We can go ahead and use her bank card. I'm starting to understand why she hated Roger. Alright, let's go ahead and see what the commotion is over here. Let's talk to somebody.
What's going on in there?
The two geeks from Andromeda are in there signing copies of their latest release.
What's going on in there?
I just told you! The two geeks from Andromeda are in there signing copies of their latest release!
Wait. We're in Space Quest 10. The latest release. Is this Space Venture? I kid.
What's going...
Beat it, jerk!
So basically, I think at this point he just tells us to get lost. But basically, the two guys from Andromeda, or actually, is it the two guys from Andromeda? Is it the two geeks? So, are these, we'll say, alternate dimension versions of the two guys from Andromeda? Because, the two guys left in Space Quest 3. Because it doesn't actually say the two guys from Andromeda. Or is this guy here just, whoever's talking to us, is he just kind of a jerk? Or just did he not know their names? Who knows? Maybe they've had a rebranding. So many questions, but whatever it is, it's, we'll say, obvious we can't get through here. We try to walk, we are being blocked by the crowd, and so we can't really get in there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here and rob the bank machine, and by rob it I just mean, commit fraud. Kind of. Is that fraud? It's theft. There we go. We're gonna commit theft. We're gonna pop in the ATM card. The thing is gonna start doing doot stuff. We got a yellow, a red line. Reds are never good.
You obviously don't resemble a blonde woman. What a surprise.
Really? I find I look very feminine. Anyways, let's see here. We don't resemble a blonde woman. I wonder. We do seem to need money. We especially need a lot of money for that Pocket Pal terminal connector, but we don't, I really don't think we can go ahead and get our old job back, and I really don't think we're going to be able to get enough, I don't think we could have made enough money to afford it. So it seems like the path to being able to get out of here is to get the ATM card to work. And besides, why would it be in our inventory if we couldn't use it? So let's go ahead and make our way down here, and I believe this was the last screen of them all. Well, aside from the central part, but we will see the central part soon. So here we are back at the entrance. And what have we got here?
It's a cigar, but not much more than a butt.
So that's the cigar from the guy at the Monolith Burger. So let's go ahead
You retrieve the cigar butt.
All right, thanks, Gary. Yep, just tell me what I'm doing. I tell ya, narrators these days think they can just tell you everything. So we're gonna go ahead and save the game because we have made some progress. We've got a new item. What could we possibly need to use a cigar butt for? Well, you'll find out as we play the game. You know what, maybe we're done at the mall. I think, what we should do is maybe head on back down the escalator and see what's down there. Because, we came up here, maybe we can grab the car, go fly around or something. I don't know. Actually, that would have been a kind of a cool addition. Unfortunately, we're not that lucky. And that guy looks very familiar. He looks very sequel policed-ish. Policed-ish?
Boy, isn't it just like a sequel police cyborg to guard the main entrances and exits?
All right, it would appear that we are stuck in the mall. There's no escape from the mall. Sounds like a really, we'll say, B-list sort of horror flick. So, how much money do we have? I know we earned a lot, but we started the game off with some. So we've got 139 buckazoids. So let's actually go ahead and do some more shopping. You know, we need to look like a blonde woman. Well, we've already done some shopping for some new pants. Maybe we can't pick up a nice outfit over here. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's walk on over to this store, now that we actually have some money, and maybe you will say the motivation, the needs to drag it up. Sup, robot? How are you doing?
Hiya, hun. I'm Maybot, fashion consultant to the Cosmos. What can we, do with you today?
Well, this is kinda hard to explain.
Oh, let me guess. You want something for someone very special. Someone who died to get the latest in high galactic fashion. Are we right, or are we right?
We're right.
Okay, what size does she take?
Oh, 38.
Oh, I don't think we're right about that.
I'm not sure, but she's built about like me.
Is she? A likely story. Good thing for you, I can keep a secret, sweetie.
So basically, we get the bright idea to go ahead and dress up to try to fool the ATM machine. So the robot's gonna help us pick out something that'll, we'll say...
I'm sure this will suit that special someone's needs. It's all the rage.
Of course, a little black dress. What closet would be complete without it?
I suppose you'll want to try it on now. Here, use this dressing room.
I love this game. Oh, this game... Oh.
And honey, if your special someone needs a wig, this one should look pretty good on you.
It's like I want to talk, but I know they're gonna be chit-chatting, so I'm trying to hold off on, we'll say, all my thoughts. So, come on, Roger, walk a little bit quicker.
Very lovely, honey. It's made for you. Would you like us to wrap it up, or would that special someone prefer you to wear it home?
I think I'll wear it home.
Just what we thought. That will be 60 buckazoids, sicko.
Now we could try to leave, but you can't shoplift in this game. You will either be shot or just kicked out. You can't do it. So let's just go ahead and pay the nice robot lady and be gone.
Appreciate it, hun.
Alright, we now have acquired a dress. And while I find I don't know, for some reason, I'd still find the idea of, you know, Roger dressing up, I think it's his awkwardness that makes it funny. We'll just call this dress. I find it funny, like, I really don't care, we'll say, real life. I don't really tend to have a problem with it. I'm like, whatever, but I think what makes it funny, even now, you know, because we're in 2016, right? And stuff like that's, we'll say, more acceptable, and I don't see the problem with it. Anyways, but...
Thanks for shopping at Saks.
I think what still makes it funny, though, is how uncomfortable he is, and we'll say the lines delivered that lead up to him dressing like that. Like, it's funny because of his motivations and the way he goes about it. That still makes me sort of crack up and kind of gives it that the humorous thing. It's the same thing as you know, there's sometimes where you have a woman and she dresses up like in the typical, we'll say, buff guy outfit and plays the role, and that just becomes funny when it's done sort of, we'll say in a comedic, we'll say, fashion, a little bit more, we'll say ironically. I'm not sure exactly if that's the term, but if it's done like that, then I don't know. It kind of, I see it as acceptable as humor, but. I don't know, go ahead and correct me on whatever. Now, since we're dressed up, I forgot. We can actually go ahead and explore the different shops. Actually, I went ahead and I passed... What was the last shop? Was that just the arcade? No, was there something else? I can't remember. I zoned out entirely. Well, we can at least go... I'm pretty sure we can go into different places and get different responses when we're dressed this way. I could be wrong, though. Let's see.
What can I do for you, doll?
Let's see here.
I'd like,
We're out of it. We're out of everything, including employees.
Oh, okay. So that's basically all we get. So I guess we'll just be leaving now. Although I don't know how to leave. How do I leave? Oh dear goodness, I can't leave. There's no leave option. I only have the I and the talk. Help! I'm trapped in the monolith burger.
You'd better not. You'd better. You talk.
Can I get out now?
Would you like to apply for a job?
Wait. Called me doll, and then allows me to work a job? After I got the cigar butt? I don't remember being able to do this. I'm just curious. I'll lose right away, but I'm curious.
I can cook.
No can do. What with you being female and all?
What, you male sexist pig?
Oh, now I remember this. I have done this before. I love that. I don't know. This episode's because of the state of the internet right now, and just in general, I find, and I don't know, for that reason, I just feel very like, oh, this episode's gonna just end terribly. I can't remember. Radio Shock's pretty much just a menu. I don't think there's really anything new that we can do here. I think we can navigate this one as normal. There's no unique dialogue or anything. I think the Big and Tall has some unique stuff. Yeah. So this one here is not important. We'll come back to this one later. Thank you for shopping Radio Shock. All right, let's go ahead and head on back down to where the ATM machine is, and so that we can get our sweet, sweet money. Then after we get the money, we can go ahead and buy ourselves the Pocket Pal connector terminal connector thing. Hey, we can also check out the software store. Why don't we go ahead and do that? After we get our money, of course, because we might want to buy something with all of our money. Let's go ahead and pop in the ATM card and see. Are we successful? Do we need a PIN card, or is it strictly just visual confirmation? Because that's pretty poor security. What if I held up a picture of someone? Alright, Buckmaster 2000. Please select an option. Balance, withdraw funds, or done. Well, what is our balance? Your current account balance is 2001. Amazing. Let's go ahead and withdraw funds. Please select one. Clean it out or done. I love that it doesn't even give you the option to just take out a bit. It's just clean it out. Your account balance is now 0. Awesome. We're done. And we now have... Let's take a look at our monies. 2,080 buckazoids. We're rich. We are rich. So let's go ahead and save the game as rich, because we're rich. I guess that works. All right, now we have to fight the conveyor sort of walkway so that we can get into the software store. So we're gonna have to sort of fight against it to walk on down and see what's in there. I'm pretty sure we can go ahead and just make all of our purchases with the dress on and everything. We don't need to change to be able to make the purchases. You know, kind of like the Monolith Burger's unique with the dress. I'm pretty sure the software, it doesn't really matter. You can walk in and do your stuff.
Sorry, but the crowd completely cleaned out my stock of Sierra software.
Jerks.
The only thing that's left is boring home and business application software, along with a few inferior games. But feel free to look around anyway. Have you seen the newest time travel simulator? Neither have I. I'm sure we're getting some in soon.
All right. Well, we're shopping for video games from within a video game. It's like, I don't know, is that video gameception? I don't know.
The software selection seems to be pretty slim, except for the bargain bin near the entrance. The clerk is keeping his eye on you.
I wonder if that was intentional, because I've got the eye over top of it, and it looks like this just big eyeball with antennae on top of it looking at me, and it's kind of, I don't know. It looks like an alien with an eyeball. Anyways.
The clerk was right. Only boring applications software remains.
Except for this thing here, right?
A bargain bin containing discount software.
Man, I wish we would have got in here
The
earlier.
clerk was
Let's go ahead and see what's in the bargain bin. This is one of my favorite parts of the game. There's some real bargains in here. Let's go ahead and take a look here. What have we got? Boom. Actually, we should be looking at these. What is this?
The latest bomb from master storyteller Maury Bryanarty, Boom, is a post-Holocaust adventure set in post-Holocaust America after the Holocaust. Neutron bombs have eradicated all life, leaving only you to wander through the wreckage. No other characters, no conflict, no puzzles, no chance of dying, and no interface make this the easiest to finish game yet. Just boot it up and watch it explode.
And I love the box. That looks like the Lucasfilm sort of logo, and this is sort of a play off the game Loom that was put out by I don't think they were called LucasArts at the time, but anyways, it was Lucas, basically them, and I love the idea of no chance of dying, nothing. Basically, makes it sound like the most boring thing possible. And to be very honest, I've never been a big fan of the LucasArts games, so that joke just it really hit me. I'm like, oh, it didn't. It hit me right here. Yes, I got emotional over it. No, it resonated with me. So let's see, price, keep, or we can resume. What's the price? Only 2,082 buckazoids. Why do I get the feeling that's set to be priced 2 buckazoids higher than what we always have? Can I keep it? I can't keep it because I don't have the money. So let's resume looking through the bargain bin. What is this?
It's here at last, with a combination of SAI, Simulated Artificial Intelligence, and VRAI, Virtually Real Artificial Intelligence. We at Max This Software have created a simulated simulator experience that's unlike anything you've ever simulated playing before. With SimSim, you can create a simulated environment in which you can create any simulated environment you want.
That's awesome. Basically, obviously, a play off of Max's sim games, you know, like SimCity, SimAnt, all that. Yeah, that's priced above what we have. So let's continue looking around. What else can we find in here?
Presenting the latest in the award-winning King's Quest series from the still active mind of aging Roberta Williams III, latest in the award-winning Roberta Williams series. What happens when Old Man Graham and his family are kicked out of Daventry Condo Association? You'll meet the fabulous Bernoulli brothers, Professor C.D. Romberg, and of course Rumpelstiltskin, over 12 gigabytes in length.
Because everybody loves Rumpelstiltskin. Although I do love that their guess for, you know, what would be an appropriate size was 12 gigabytes. I'm like, 12 gigabytes by today's standards, that's average to a small game, especially by a large company, that one that would make King's Quest. What is the price on that one? 10 buckazoids more than what we can afford. Man, these bargains are not, they're not really bargains.
From the folks who brought you Astro Chicken. When it comes to stimulating chickens, Chuck Egger is the expert. And now you can learn from him. Design the chicken of your choice. Over 40 options including lips, no lips, and laying frequency. And take your creation for a wild ride over real barnyard scenery based on an authentic flight model of a chicken. You're in for a peck of fun now.
I love that. However, that brings up a question here. Gary Owens said Chuck Egger. It sounded like he said Chuck, but it was actually written Cluck Egger, which is basically just a letter off from Cluck Yeager, which is a character in Space Venture. That's interesting. I'd forgotten about this. Cluck Yeager's Advanced Chicken Simulator. Interesting. I wonder if this. I wonder if this was, we'll say, on their minds when they named Cluck Yeager. I wonder if they came up with that, or if they just came up on the fly and they're like, oh, this sounds good, and they forgot that they had used this, or if they had used this and they said, hey, we can go ahead and use that again. It might explain why they originally they had the name Astrocock for Cluck Yeager, but then because it was seen as a little bit too close to being a crass joke, at least that's what I'm presuming, they just went with the Cluck Yeager. But that's interesting that we'll say in Space Quest 4 we have a very similar sort of thing there. Okay, let's see what else have we got in here. We've got this box here. I just want to move the box. Okay.
It's the newest in the wacky Jaime Lipschitz series. Jaime, son of a wealthy New York furrier, has gone wild with Dad's frequent flyer vouchers again. Can you track Jaime down and bring him home to meet the girl Mom's picked out for him? Hold on to your yarmulke. Yes, Jaime Lipschitz strikes again. 640K, Ronald MT32, and 3.5 circumcision required.
3.5 circumcision. Only 2093 buckazoids. Right. What is this?
Following closely on the heels of his hit Tic-Tac-Toe construction set, Phil Fudge does it again. Using a simple point-and-click interface, you construct the checkerboard of your dreams. Fill in an 8x8 grid with squares of your choice, red or black, in any arrangement, as long as it's alternating. Don't like it? Erase it and start all over again. Requires MCGA, CGA, VGA, PGA, or Ta-ra-ra-boom-GA.
I love that because if they all have to be alternating, you're really not going to get a different pattern. That's amazing. Oh, it's Scumsoft. Of course it has to be a ripoff. It's Scumsoft. I forgot to check the price. Oh well. What have we got here?
Head for the hills, it's coming, and this time it's hungry. It Came for Dessert is a thrilling action-adventure in which a mob of pushy, overweight relatives invade your kitchen. Armed with only a Jell-O mold and a pastry bag, you must repel the invaders, always keeping an eye on your blood sugar level. It's the merriest mix-up since Enemaware's fabulous Defender of the Crown Rib Roast.
Oh, that's good. This is like one of my favorite parts of the game is the bargain bin. Some of these jokes on these games are fantastic.
Formerly entitled Heroes Flyer, this is the flight simulator you've been waiting for. Tired of flight simulators that load and run? Still looking for a sim that really crashes? Featuring a stunning 3D-filled polygon, Stunt Flyer will have you going through the roof the moment you get it home.
I get the impression that one's a little buggy. You might need to wait for the patch. Okay, and I think we've seen all the games in here, but there is something down at the bottom that we haven't seen yet. What is this? Space Quest 4 hint book?
The two guys from Andromeda's latest sci-fi comedy, Space Quest 4, will give you hours of frustration unless you have this hint book. Want to know how to get the dog into the hanging basket? Want to find out how to attach the melon? Buy this hint book and it all becomes obvious. You'll hit your head and say, boy, how stupid could I have been? A moron could have figured this out. I must be a real dimwit, a pathetic nimno, a wretched, idiotic excuse for a human being not to have figured out these simple puzzles in the first place. Try it and see.
And what's the price on this? Oh, only 5 buckazoids. Well, I guess we can afford that. Let's go ahead and take the Space Quest 4 hint book. Hopefully that'll help us complete the game. I love that because it's kind of a joke because at the time, I guess we'll say Sierra had this reputation of having these terribly hard games that you almost needed the hint books to be able to beat. And they actually kind of made fun of that by putting a hint book in the game that you need to get to beat. All right.
I see you've made a selection from our box of slop, bargain bin.
Yes, I did, and in fact, I would like to pay for this right now. Let's go ahead and use the money on him.
Thank you.
So what did I do? I threw it across the room at him? I'm like, here, take your buckazoids! So So let's go ahead and save the game because we've made progress. We've got the hint book. So hint. Darn it, I can't type today. I'm like, where are the keys? All right, so we've got the hint book now. So let's see, what have we got? We've got the dress, so we've cleaned out the account. We need to go get the adapter for the Pocket Pal terminal. We also probably want to take a look at that hint book. So let's go this way. Now, if you try to leave this store without paying, this little red thing will zap you dead. So, I've already ruined the chance of going ahead and doing that. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to show off that death, but I never claimed that my playthroughs are like 100% show everything off fests. So, very apologize for that. Very apologize. I'm very apologize. Oh no, what am I doing? I needed to go in there. I had it in my head, I'm like, well, if I'm heading back this way, I could go to the big and tall and see what the dialogue is for that. But then I was like, wait a minute, no, I wanted to stop at the Radio Shack. All right, let's go to the Radio Shack. Let's do this. We need to buy the connector for the Pocket Pal terminal, which hopefully we have enough money for. And where's the eye? Let's see. Let's look at the catalog. We're looking under electronic gadgets.
Faux component.
Nope. Next.
Dodec.
Nope. Next.
CD.
Nope. Next.
Pocket Pal.
Next. And
Pocket Pal connector.
1,999 buckazoids. Let's go ahead and hit order. With great patience, you insert each and every one of the 1,999 buckazoids into the SalesBot coin receptor. That is amazing. We're living in the future. Now we need to choose the plug we wish to purchase. Now, we can't actually know which one we need. It is different, like, every time. So what we need to do right now is basically pick one out, and then we'll probably have to come back later to exchange it. Now that we've gone ahead and we've gotten the plug, let's go ahead and use this time to take a look at the Electronic Mommy and the Technotots toy department.
Iceman Pocket Ice Machine. This miracle of modern engineering fits in purse or pocketbook and freezes 15 pounds of ice cubes per hour. Choose from ice slices, cubes, or crushed. Requires mini hydrogen and oxygen canisters sold separately. Breaks the ice at parties. 300 buckazoids recalled by manufacturer.
Aw, man, I want one of those.
Epachia. Now you can remove unsightly chia growth from upper lip, legs, bikini area, and small clay figurines. Painless and electronic. Almost tickles once you get used to it. Instantly cauterizes major blood vessels. Battery operated. 32 volt dry cell not included. 32 buckazoids. Not available in the spiral arm.
And I'm going to assume that we're in the spiral arm. Yes.
Dandy Recipe Beamer. Imagine the situation. The ambassador from Corona is coming for dinner, and all you have handy is a can of condensed cream of Orat soup and a box of nano wafers. You punch the appropriate buttons on your recipe beamer, and instantly, we beam the perfect recipe to you. Over 18 trillion recipes collected from all over the universe, just to make meal planning easier. 455 buckazoids. Estimated date of uplink, November 2803.
I don't think that we have that yet, so we'll just go ahead and continue.
Cyber Depunker. If your offspring is turning out to be just another rotten cyberpunk, you need the Cyber Depunker. Works while your child sleeps to replace black market implants and removes anti-productive attitudes. May cause some motor impairment and memory loss, but isn't that a small price to pay? Battery operated. 580 buckazoids. Currently under UCC investigation.
I'm wondering how this place even stays in business, because half their stuff is not even for sale. Alright, what about the Technotots toy department?
Armatroid 2500, a remote control toy for all ages. The Armatroid 2500 is a mobile robotic arm that can swivel, turn, pick up light objects, tear wings off of flies, disembowel small animals, and perform elective surgery. Teaches hand-eye coordination, elementary physics, and self-control. 35 buckazoids, sold out.
I can see why it's sold out. I want one of those.
Yobot, the Ramboid robot. Having Yobot in the house is like having an extra playmate around, armed to the teeth with bazookas, laser pistols, and authentic live nuclear warhead. Responds to voice commands with an authoritative yo. 69 buckazoids, discontinued.
Yo. Man, I love this stuff.
weather radio. Hours of fun. Press the bar and get a burst of static. If you can figure out whether or not it's a radio, you're smarter than we are. Ability to pull in stations and reproduce sounds not included. 20 buckazoids. Due to delay in manufacturing, this item is not yet available. Universal remote control. Control the entire universe with one remote control. Open garage doors on other planets. Turn off crucial life support systems on passing spaceships. Terrify primitive cultures. Requires one AAA battery, not included. 1,050 buckazoids, sold out.
How is the universe not in total chaos at this point? With this kind of thing out there, like, how is there not total chaos? They're sold out, so obviously they sold a lot of them. I wonder, maybe that's how Vohal did his nefarious things. All right, so we're done here. Let's go ahead and exit Radio Shock. We've got what we need for now. We'll be back. All right, well, I feel like we've made some progress, so next thing, we'll say next time, we're going to go ahead and to the Big and Tall, do a quick chat there, and then we're probably going to switch back into our Space Adventure Duds, and we'll say begin the next part of this quest, because I think... Oh, actually, we'll probably also take a look at the hint book. That's right, we haven't read the hint book yet. Yeah, and then we're going to go ahead and jump onto the next part of the game, the next part of the adventure, because I'm pretty sure we're done at the mall right now. So, let's go ahead and just save this as progress, because we have made some sort of progress. So, if you like the video, you like the content, and you would like to see more of it, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, leave it a thumbs down. Either way, let me know what you thought in the comments section. And until next time, I would like to ask you all to game on.